Yo, what's up guys? Maslin here. Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a long time. I upload very sparsely now, but don't wanna ever get ever be forced into making content, but I wanted to do this PFF mock drafts. I'm gonna be using PFF mock draft simulator. I'm gonna be doing a round one mock draft for next year's draft. This is unscripted. I've looked at a couple online. I'll try not to base it heavily on one or most of them, but I'm going to go off of what I think should happen for each team. We got the Bears picking at 1. I think they do move on from Justin Fields. It's the smartest situation. Caleb, best QB in the draft. I mean, it's an expected pick. I mean, you don't really have any other options. Justin Fields, like Caleb was a way better prospect than Fields coming out of college, and he's going to be way cheaper for the future too. I think it's best to move on from him with try to build a new young Bears team. I think that's the smartest option. Commanders, I picked 2. Sam Howell's not the guy. You got a good QB, and my QB2 is Drake May, not Daniels. I've seen Daniels and I've seen McCarthy to the Commanders. That is really stupid because McCarthy should not start in year 1. I'm sorry, but Drake May, easily the best player on that North Carolina team. Not helped out by his receivers a ton, but still made it work. Got great accuracy. Uh, and I'm not like a QB expert, but I know he can potentially be a star in the NFL. And if the Commanders want to start a new young team, like I said with Caleb Williams for the Bears, I think that's great with the first year head coach. I think it's just right to get Drake May and maybe I think they hired Cliff Kingsbury if I'm not wrong. Maybe he can like coach him up. I know he's a quarterback. Coach him up into a good prospect. We have Patriots here picking at 3. And you could go Jaden Daniels here. He's my QB3. I could see it happening easily. However, I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. This is the best wide receiver prospect. Do you really want to draft Jaden Daniels, who's not on the same tier as these top 2 guys? Do you really want to draft into the Patriots whose top receivers are like, who are they? Devontae Parker and like Juju Smith-Schuster? I don't know. He might even be becoming a free agent. I just don't think that's smart. I think it's best to get probably like the top 3 guy, top 5 guy right here while you have the pick. Don't let the Cardinals get him. They're going to pick up him at 4 if you let him slide. It's just smart to pick him here. You don't want to. You just want to keep rebuilding this team. You're not going to win year 1. Go wait for next year to select a QB. I say this year they should pick up Russell Wilson. He might be, yeah, he's like a decent quarterback, decent to below average quarterback. Have him around for a year, 1 year contract sort of deal. Maybe if he does good, sign him again. Cardinals, get some weapons for Kyler Murray. Select Malik Neighbors. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors aren't too far off, and I know that's kind of a bold take. Malik Neighbors, very good prospect. Marquise Brown had a down year than what he was expected. Get Malik Neighbors. Got a future franchise wide receiver. Now Chargers, this is tough. You got a lot of needs for the Chargers, but with Harbaugh, you know how Harbaugh likes to use these tight ends. And Brock Bowers, I know I'm picking near the top of the list, but that's how it is with these top guys, with how they're falling. But Brock Bowers, man, imagine that Brock Bowers and Herbert with Jim Harbaugh. You get a good tight end. Not sure if he's the best blocking tight end, but he was insane in college, just messing up the SEC. It's best to grab Brock Bowers here at 5. You could trade down. I'm going to not do trades, by the way. I forgot to specify that. No trades in this. So, Giants at 6. You need receiver, and you really need O-line. And with QB, I think they roll with Daniel Jones for another year. I know that might sound bad for Giants fans, but they paid him this huge contract. I guess they could get out of it. I think it's best to give him 1 more year. He had a bad year last year, but got hurt early. He had like I think one of the highest touchdowns to interception ratios 2022. So give him 1 more year. Doesn't work out. It's best to move on after that. But right now you got to improve this offensive line. It's really terrible. And I think Joe Alt, best offensive lineman prospect in this draft. He's like 20 years old. He's going to be starting right away. This is a perfect pick for the Giants to rebuild. Try to make them back into the playoffs. Titans need a left tackle. You can go Romadunze here. I like the pick. They do also need a receiver. Get a weapon for Levis. But Olufushanu here, sitting here at 7, I say it's best to grab him. Olufushanu and Joe aren't that far apart. It's pretty much 1A and 1B. You can go either or there. Just, yeah, build on that offensive line. And Falcons in this universe, I have them picking up Justin Fields, trading for Fields. So Jaden Daniels here, or QB, I've seen QB mock them a lot if they don't pick up like Fields or free agent. So yeah, I've seen this mocked a lot, but I think it's best here. They should have grabbed edge rusher last year, but they grabbed Bijan, but that turned out to be a good pick. So rebuilding, I'm gonna go Laiatu Latu. I'm gonna go Latu. He has the biggest. I know Dallas Turner. I've seen mocked him a lot, but Laiatu Latu, big floor. He's just a really good athlete, really fun player, and you don't really because Dallas Turner and Jared Versa have higher upsides, but you're just trying to steadily rebuild. You're not. I think Latu's a good pick here. They need a edge rusher with who's it? Raheem Morris is their coach. Get their young defensive talent, round one talent. I think that's just a good pick. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling there. Bears, Romadunze. Got that Caleb Williams, Romadunze. Just build on that offense. I'm pretty sure a receiver becomes a free agent there. Like, yeah, they need a wide receiver 3 anyways. I already forget who it is. It goes Darnell Mooney. Um, bro, I forget their. It's that dude from Maryland. I forget his name, but they do need a receiver, and if they want to bring in Caleb Williams, just get him a young weapon. Oops. All right, I'm gonna rebuild this. All right, I had to redo the mock draft real quick. I'm not gonna keep rambling here. They just need a wide receiver, and that's perfect young connection with Caleb Williams. He's gonna be a star in the NFL, I think so. I was really already pretty high on him in college. All right, Talius Fawaga here for the Jets. They really need an offensive line. Protect Aaron Rodgers. He went down fourth play because of how bad his line was. You're going to want to have to protect him. He can start at right tackle probably right away, and I know their owner and GM already love him. I think they talked about him on. I heard something online. They were talking about him. I think Tali Swag is going to be good here. So Vikings at 11. I've seen QB mocked to them a lot of the times. I don't know if there's a QB worthy taken here. I think they do re-sign Kirk, and they really need to. They had a way better defense last year than 2022 with Brian Flores as DC. I thought that was mid hire, but looking like a good hire for them. For sure, he's their DC. So who do you take here at pick 11? I would go defensive line. I wouldn't draft another top corner. You got Jared Verse, Zershawn Newton, Byron Murphy II, and those are really the top guys. See if I'm forgetting anybody. Of course, this is unscripted. Could lead to lower video quality, but I don't want to spend time on that. Yeah, pretty much those are the first round guys. Dallas Turner falling here. If you go Dallas Turner, I like all these picks. I like all these picks really, and they're gonna want to make a splash. I don't know, I'm gonna go Jared first. He was excellent in college. He's gonna prove a good asset to this Vikings team. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this correct. Danielle Hunter. I think he's leaving in free agency. I'm not sure if they'll be able to sign him back. If they do, they got another guy right on the other side of the defensive line, helping them out, bringing that defense, and then teams will have to be scared playing against the Vikings. With Jared Verse, if they develop him into a good prospect here. Who do we got? Broncos? All right, I think they do good QB. I think there's a QB worth taking here. Jaden Daniels. I forgot he fell this far. I fell this far. I thought he was about to take Bo Nix there. Jaden Daniels on the Broncos. They would love this situation to happen. And if he fell like past the Giants, I bet in real life they would trade up to take him. Or trade up, yeah. But in this one, I'm not doing trades. And if Jaden Daniels falls to them at 12, this is a great situation for them. I mean, you already got your prospect right there. He can be the starter. I think Sean Payton wanted to fall in love with a young rookie QB prospect and got Jane Daniels right there at 12. I would take it. Raiders also need a QB. Who do they got? Like Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, it's looking bad. It's looking bad. I think I might draft QB here because I have Kirk re-signing with the Vikings. Fields going to Atlanta. Steelers doing something. I could go QB here. Dude, this is hard because Jimmy G sucks. He's going to be out of the Raiders. Yeah, they do need quarterback. I don't think there's any other free agents because I think Baker signs with the Bucs. I don't know any other free agents. Gardner Minshew's a free agent? Am I wrong about that? I'm not sure. Anyways, get Bo Nix. I don't see Raiders drafting quarterback a lot in these drafts because Bo Nix is a fourth quarterback is usually picked above him. But Bo Nix, I think I have a first round grade on him, first to second round. Just pick him here at 13. Build that rookie. Yeah, all these teams want to build young teams for the future. I think it's trying to get your starter guy right there. Bo Nix, falling to you. Saints. Got a tackle here we could pick. Go lay them. Who else we got? Hold up. Oops. Come on, dude. Oh my god. Alright. Byron Murphy. Do you want to take another defensive tackle? You got Dallas Turner here. Dallas Turner could be a good pick here. Or Terran Arnold. He's my corner one. Yeah. We'll go Dallas Turner. Not much to say here. I don't think Brian Brzee really worked out for him. I'm not sure why. If there's any Saints fans, can let me know in the comments. But yeah, get Dallas Turner in. Just bolster up that defense. Colts here. Yeah, get Terran Arnold. I think that's the best pick for them there. I mean, got corner one. That's all I really need to say. He's my corner one. Super athletic. The better corner in Alabama. Better than Kool-Aid McKinstry, in my opinion. And that'll help out for a long time. Got nothing left to say there. Seahawks. Hate to say it. Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon. I wanted them to fall to my Dolphins. But unfortunately, good to the Seahawks. It says right there on PFF they need guard center. He can play both. He played very good guard play at the Senior Bowl. He only lost like one rep at the Senior Bowl. That was to Michael Hall out of Ohio State. So yeah, he's an elite prospect. He's gonna be a good pick. Even though it's center, it's not just a positional need pick. He might be the best player available depending on your rankings. Just a sound pick there. And then Jaguars, they could go Byron Murphy or Quinion Mitchell, or they can lay them. They drafted tackle last year. Don't think DeGene is the 9th best player. I don't agree with that ranking. We get Brian Thomas Jr. I think Zay Jones is leaving. I like that pick. I do. But yeah, they need corner. Quinion Mitchell. Reminds me a lot of Jalen Ramsey coming out of college when I look at his film. I mean, same colors and everything, but Quinion Mitchell, he did good even against Marvin Harrison Jr. in 2022 when Toledo Ohio State played. Of course, his team got blown out to Toledo Ohio State, but he paired good against Marvin Harrison Jr., so it's not like he's just playing against really bad group of 5 talent. He's got the athletic abilities. He's a good corner. He won in like 80% of his snaps at the Senior Bowl. Not a bad pick here for the Jaguars. They do need DB. And then Bengals, I know this mock happens a bunch. Get Latham. I know tackles from Alabama. Evan Neal hasn't worked out for the Bengals. I'm pretty sure he got drafted to the Bengals like a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you guys need offensive line really badly. Just pick J.C. Latham if he falls to you. I had almost the Saints picking him, so if he falls to you, that's great. He's a really good tackle. He's like top 5 tackle. Just take him while he's here. Good first round talent. Rams here. Rams could go a lot of directions. And I love how this turned out for them. Byron Murphy out of Texas. Wow, with Aaron Donald becoming older, he can learn behind Donald. You got your D tackle for the future. Not much I need to explain here. He's really good out of Texas. That defensive line was crazy. last year is part of the reason why they made the playoffs last year. But Byron Murphy, yeah, just a really good pick there in my opinion. Steelers, yeah, they pick up. I don't know who they pick up as QB. Do you really want to go McCarthy here? No, there's not really QB worth taking here. Um, you do need offensive line. See, see all the players that fell here. Brian Thomas Jr. wouldn't be bad here. I really like that pick, actually. I wouldn't. Ooh, that's a good pick. Brian Thomas Jr. I might pick that. Let me look at the offensive line left. You got like Zach Frazier too. You could pick Zach Frazier. I wouldn't be mad at that. Oh, you got Graham Barton. I don't. We're gonna pick Amarius Mims. I mean, you drafted Broderick Jones. Both Georgia tackles. I bet they played on the same team. Pretty sure. But yeah, you got your starting your future starting left tackle, right tackle, Amarius Mims, Broderick Jones. Just bolster up that line. That's a need. For the Dolphins here, I'm gonna pick. All right, I got this figured out. Troy Fautanu out of Washington. It says tackle. He can play guard or tackle. The missing need here is that he can't play center, which is why I thought about taking Graham Barton here. But Troy Fautanu, he's great. Washington had some good tackles last year, and he can play guard or tackle. Tron Armstead, our tackle, gets like banged up for like 8 games. Guard is a huge need for us. We had like, yeah, Robert Hunt becoming a free agent. Eichenberg, Robert Jones just not that good. We need to pick offensive line here. If we don't, then I don't know what we're doing. Eagles. You gotta go Nate Wiggins. You gotta go Nate Wiggins. Top 3 corner, just fell to you. You need DB. Your defense sucked last year. Could have been because of bad coordinating, but you really need to start replacing your older players with some younger players, and you haven't really done that with corner. So, yeah, pick Nate Wiggins there. It's a good pick. All right, Texans. Brian Thomas Jr. Imagine this paired with Stroud. He can lob this up, 6'4" target, super fast, coming out of LSU. You can be your wide receiver 3 right away, maybe behind Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Noah Brown. He just is not a wide receiver 3. He had a decent season, but Brian Thomas Jr. excellent pick here in my opinion. I think this would really make the Texans a very scary offense, and the offense can win some games. I think that would be the best pick there. Cowboys. Oh, Graham Barton. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. You can go Edwin Cooper. I don't really have a first-round grade on him, though. I like Graham Barton here. Graham Barton can play any position on the offensive line. He's even played center for like 4 games last year. You're gonna be losing some offensive linemen. Just draft Graham Barton while you can. He's a first round grade in my opinion. I think that's a good pick there instead of just drafting a guy who can play one position. He's so transitional out of college. I think that's why he's rated so high. And then Packers, you got Cooper DeJean. I think this fall is nice. I like Cooper DeJean. Yeah, give me Cooper DeJean. I've seen a lot of people saying that he could switch to safety, which is a big need for the Packers, but I think he could switch to safety. He's a really efficient tackler, just moves around the field very well. Very good on returns. That one against Minnesota should have counted as a touchdown, but he was some of the reason like why the Iowa Hawkeyes were winning like games last year, just because of him. He was part of their amazing defense and special teams. But Cooper DeJean, I love the pick for the Packers. I know their fans like it too. Buccaneers. Sitting here. Man, imagine I could take McCarthy, I guess. I don't know how I'd feel about that though. See, this is the part where you guys know this video is unscripted. Newton's falling nicely. Yeah. I'm gonna pick Zershawn Newton. I know you guys picked Kalijah Kancey, but imagine both Kalijah Kancey and Newton. Newton's a solid prospect. Just really good floor. don't really see any downfall of that. You guys need D tackle, in my opinion, even though it doesn't say it on the PFF needs. Cardinals, you go corner here. You get Kool-Aid, you get Rakestraw. Let's see what other corners. Yeah. I like Ennis Rakestraw Jr. out of Missouri more than Kool-Aid. You guys need, get corner for the future. I know I'm repeating all the same stuff, but Rakestraw, he's a really good corner in Missouri. Just a good pick there. Bills, you need wide receiver. And out of all these wide receivers, Adonai Mitchell, still on the board. He's a target that Josh Allen can lob it up to. The Bills need that. He can be your wide receiver 3. You guys were kind of lacking that. I think it was Khalil Shakir, though, your wide receiver 3. He didn't have a bad season. But, yeah, get him for the future. And then, with Diggs possibly leaving soon, too, I think it's best to get draft wide receiver. Lions picking here. Oh, I like Tyler Guyton a lot here. Wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be a bad pick. Tyler Guyton. I'd like that actually. But they do need DB. With the way the board has fallen, I'm gonna get Kool-Aid McKinstry here. Love the name. Just feels like a lion. Kool-Aid McKinstry. You guys need. That was the reason why the Lions were losing games, because of their poor defense. But get Kool-Aid McKinstry there. Good pick at 29. Good value. And then Ravens, you need receiver. That's the definition there. You got Troy Franklin, Matt McConkey, Keon Coleman. Don't think the other guys worthy first rounder. Worthy could slip in there, I guess. But I'm gonna go Keon Coleman out of Florida State. Really love Coleman. You need to develop that offense a little more. You got to give Lamar Jackson some more targets, because you can't just win games by having just Flowers and Andrews out there. And then OBJ, Aguilar, they're just old, kind of washed. So, get Keon Coleman. I really liked him coming out of Florida State. So, with the Niners here, Tyler Guyton. You need offensive line for the future. He could probably play a couple games right away. He had a really good Senior Bowl. Wouldn't be a bad pick for San Fran here. At least I don't think so. And then Chiefs, Troy Franklin. I've been mocking him a lot here. Don't think McConkey's a first-round talent. You get Tavion Sanders if you want for the future, but Noah Gray is a good backup. I'm going to go Troy Franklin. That's my round 1 mock draft. Nothing really here to say. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were really limited by their bad receiver play, the drops. Nobody could get open pretty much. Get Troy Franklin. He was one of the reasons Oregon had such a good offense. He was one of the most efficient receivers last year that nobody's really talking about that much. But I think he'll be it just sounds like a Chief. It just sounds like a Chief. That's my reasoning. He just sounds like a Chief. But anyway, that's my first round mock draft. I don't know. I rambled a lot in this video. It's probably because it's unscripted. But still glad I got to share my mock draft with you guys. I really like Raiders picking QB here, because you can't just bring in old free agents like Jimmy Garoppolo and expect success. You gotta, because you're trying to rebuild this team up. You can't have them put you back like that. And Bo Nix could fail. He could be a bust. But in my eyes, he's a round 1, round 2 guy. I think that's a good pick for the Raiders. I like this draft. And Texans would be really scary with Brian Thomas. I almost selected him for the Colts, but they need some DB too. This could change if the board falls, in any major way, or any injuries, and maybe after combine some players perform really terrible or really excellent. Then I'll probably make another one. But right now, I think this is my first round mock draft. So thanks for watching the video. Sorry if posting frequently. It's just most of the time just recording videos and stuff gets really boring to me now. Don't really have much passion like I used to. But I'm still gonna keep the channel around in case I want to do one-off videos like this. But I'm really interested in the draft and really interested in watching these players' games and trying to evaluate who could fall where. But Let me know what you think, and if you're also pumped for the draft, let me know where I messed up. I would love to hear your guys' suggestions. But anyway, see you guys. Mass line out.